Hey guys, Mr. Your Loser Duh here. I haven't really had enough time to post with starting college and everything, so I decided to make a quick deck profile for you guys. As you saw, a lot of black-red decks are running around. This is my own take on it with what I've got right now. I've got a few different things coming, so that'll be edited into this, but this is what I've got right now. It does pretty good. So we'll start with the creatures. 3 Rakdos Cacklers. It's just one of those nice 1-drops that you can generally swing for 2, for turn 2 kind of thing. It's pretty fun. And the Unleash, it gives you that choice of a 1/1 chump block or a 2/2 creature, and that puts some pressure on early game. Next we have 3 Vexing Devils. I like these guys because they're either a 1-drop or a 4/3 1-drop, or your opponent's going to take 4 damage. And they do trigger morbid effects, and it's just a great combination with a spell card you'll see later on. And we've got 4 Rakdos Shred Freaks, a good 2-dropper, or a good 2-dropper with haste. So 2/1 haste, it's pretty good. And then one of my personal favorites from Ravnica, Hellhole Flailer. It's a 3-dropper for 3/2 with Unleash, and then for 4 you sacrifice Hellhole Flailer, and it deals damage equal to its power to target player. This is just all around badass, because you can swing for 4 and then sack it for 4 if you have the mana, of course. So that's 8 damage right there. And then if you're using boost abilities like Augur Spree, or well, not Augur Spree, but just things that give +1/+1 counters or different things like that, bump him up to 10, swing for 10, and then sack him for 10. I mean, I think it's a very underrated card. And then one of the boss cards of this deck, we've got 4 Hell Riders. It's haste, and whenever a creature you control attacks, Hell Rider deals 1 damage to defending player. And that doesn't mean that he has to swing. That means you could have 3 or 4 Cacklers on the field, and they're all swinging, and he's just sitting there using his effect to ping them for 1. And that 1 does deal a lot of damage, especially when he's swinging, because that's 3 right there. And then just the miscellaneous Zelius Conscripts, just in case they're using Thragtusks or some crap like that, you can take control of them. And then the spells, we've got 2 Dynacharge. Target creature you control gets +2, +0 until the end of turn, and then it's got an Overload for 3. And like I said, this card's great, especially with the Hellhole Flailer. Pump him up to 6, or if you unleash him, then he becomes a 6/3, swing for 6, sack him for 6. And we've got 2 Tragic Slips. Like I said, this is a spell for Vexing. Pretty good. You play Vexing, they decide to sack it, they take the 4, and then one of their creatures just died because of its -13 morbid effect. A lot of cards that we've been seeing in Standard as of lately. Searing Spear. For 2, you get to do 3 damage to target creature or to target player. It's just really good because, I mean, 3 damage is going to kill off a lot of things in this meta right now. It's going to kill, well, it can't kill off Geist because they're hexproof, but it's going to kill off freaking Delvers, Snapcasters. It's going to kill off just a lot of things. Hell Riders. If your opponent can't sack anything, then it'll hit the Falcon Wrath. It'll kill off Thragtusk. And it's just one of those awesome cards. And then its counterpart, Annihilating Fire. Not exactly better, but it deals 3 damage to a creature or player, but it would exile it instead. So that'll prevent Angel of Serenity shenanigans and Snapcaster shenanigans. And then a good draft pick removal, Augur Spree. Like I said, or I don't think I said it, this deck is kind of based off a draft deck that I did from Ravnica. And Augur Spree, target creature gains +4/-4 until the end of turn. That'll kill off quite a bit. And then we've got 2 Thunderous Wrath. just for 6 mana you can do 5 damage to target creature or player, but the reason I run it is because of its miracle cost. For 1 you can do 5 damage, and that's generally pretty good, especially for removal. And then to help control our hand a little better, we've got stupid cards. Hang on. Okay. We've got 4 Faithless Salutings. You draw 2, then pitch 2, really. And then it has a flashback for 3. So if you have 2 cards in your hand that are worth getting rid of, you get rid of them. And then finally, if you run out of hand control, or hand, that's why I love this card, Reforge the Soul. Each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards. And then it's got a miracle cost of 2. And then just for our mana, like I said, this is semi-budget, so instead of running the freaking 4 Blood Crypts, 4 Dragon Skulls, we're running 2 Dragon Skulls, because that's what I have on me right now. And then 3 Rakdos Guild Gates. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 swamps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mountains. I'm gonna bump up the number of mountains in here because there are a few double red cards in here. And so just 6 mountains isn't gonna do it. The only reason I have more swamps and mountains in here is because, well, I didn't really think about it. So, and then for our sideboard, for the sideboard, we've got 3 Ash Zealots, First Strike Haste, and whenever a player uses a spell from the graveyard, it deals 3 damage to him, or her. So, it's pretty fun, especially against sprites. We've got 2 Pithing Needles, and it's fun because you use that with Thragtusk or something like that, and it kind of screws them over, I think. Let me reread that. Okay, maybe not, but it still works with like Death Rites and things like that. Excuse me. We've got 3 Duress just to help with hand control. If we know that they have something in there that's going to screw with us like a bonfire, then we throw Duress in there. We got 2 Grafdigger Cages. This is pretty fun because players can't cast cards from their graveyards or libraries, and creatures can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. So, it's just, I found some uses for it, but I don't think that there's an exact deck that uses this ability. So, I mean, except for Reanimator, but other than that, you know what I mean? 2 Rakdos Charms for obvious reasons. The charms are just awesome. I mean, Rakdos is probably the weakest, but it's still one of the best, in my opinion. And 3 Slaughter Games. I love this card. I mean, it's like, hey, you got a Thragtusk? How cute. Slaughter Games. I mean, yeah, you generally race to get it, and then in a deck that has no mana ramp, it's hard, but it's still pretty good. So, you saw the deck. Like I said, it's not the best. It's been running decent tabletop games. Hasn't I haven't tested it at FNM. I'm waiting until I get my Falkenrath Aristocrats and my Blood Crypts and all this crap before I try it competitively. But if you have any suggestions in there, let me know. I'm trying to stay away from Grave Crawlers and Garrus because I don't want this to be zombies. So, and then yes, I'm editing this horrible, horrible, horrible mana base. So, that's about it, really. Once I get more mountains, I'm going to throw those in there. And, it's because I just got home from a vacation, about ready to go on another one, yay. And so I didn't have any mountains with me, and I haven't had time because I wanted to upload this video because I need to work out, and I'm tired, and all this crap. So, this is the deck. If you see anything you want for trade, let me know. I've got a few spares. So, thanks. Later, guys.